Welcome, friends, and thanks for joining us for another dive here at Dad and Lad Scuba. This time we will again be diving the wreck of the Northern out of Port Washington, Wisconsin. The wreck is located about 4 miles offshore, directly east of Highway 60. So if you draw a straight line out of Grafton on Highway 60, it would be about 4 miles out into Lake Michigan. The Northerner is a two-masted sailing ship built in 1851 and sank in 1868, luckily with no lives lost. She now rests in 135 feet of water. The length of the vessel is 81 feet, and the beam is almost 19 feet, with a depth of hold of almost 8 feet. Obviously, the hull material is wood, and the gross tonnage was 77.33 tons. Propulsion was a sail, and she had 2 masts. The story of how the Northern sank, as reported by shipwrecks.org, is that the Northern pounded heavy on the bottom while loading wood at the pier in Amsterdam. After this, when she was underway, it was discovered that she was leaking badly. The captain brought her to port in Port Washington and unloaded the wood from her deck, but left the wood in her holds. They hired another ship to tow her to Milwaukee for repairs. However, once she was underway, she became waterlogged and capsized and sank. The vessel Northern lies upright, reasonably intact, in 135 feet of water. The main mast is still in place, rising 75 feet above the deck. The stern mast had been recovered for a local museum. The hold still contains the cargo of cordwood. The logs still stacked to the deck openings. The deck cargo of wood was removed at Port Washington prior to the accident. The windlass, anchor chain, centerboard winch, along with the bowsprit and figurehead, are still in place. Like I mentioned, this was Lad's first time diving the Northern. It was also his first time going to 135 feet. The water temperature on this dive at the bottom was about 39 degrees, and Trey reported to me after the dive, obviously suffering some level of nitrogen narcosis, that everything became in HD as he described it. We were diving 29% nitrox on this dive. This has to be one of my favorite dives so far in Lake Michigan. However, this is definitely an advanced dive bordering on technical or requiring technical certification, but I highly recommend it. Thanks for joining us again for another dive with Dad and Lad Scuba.